Alright everybody, welcome to match 4 here. Looks like a fine opening hand. Come busting out of the gate here with Flooded Strand. And see if we can glean what our opponent is up to here. Alright, Verdant Catacombs. That works for me. Anything but Hallowed Fountain at this point. Opponent gonna Fatal Push our Wall of Omens? Whoa. Okay. Basic Swamp. Okay. Well, sometimes you just get lucky, I guess. So let's get this down. Get rid of this right away. Grab planes. Just see if we can restrict our opponent's mana a little bit. Not that it really matters because we're going to path them, but which always feels bad, of course. Now they're going to untap and play Liliana of the Veil. Oh, with Thoughtseize. Okay. So that's unfortunate that they know about this settle now. They took the Clique. Alright. There's a Goif. So I'm guessing that they probably have a follow-up. Thoughtseize or something to take our Settle Wreckage? Okay, just Liliana. Do we have a main deck Negate or something? Yeah, we do. We'll try and find it. That's not a Negate. Snap Path is pretty decent, though. Discards a card, huh? Sure. I'll discard this Flooded Strand, or Field of Ruin, rather. Okay, so they put down a Fatal Push. That's good for us. We are Snap-a-doodle in there. Get this mean Mr. Goif out of the picture. Okay, so now we need to decide how much we want. Oh, well, or we'll just draw a second Settler Wreckage. That works too. Let's try and get this Lily down here. We're going to play out our land since we drew the second Settle. Spellbomb? Sure. Now, in a perfect world, our opponent does not have a creature here to block our Snapcaster. But they do. Okay, Abrupt Decay, sure. So, Colonnade would be a nice draw. Something to keep us moving here. Negate. So that's unfortunate. Really wanted that a couple turns ago. Scavenging Ooze. Alright. So I guess we'll discard the Negate here. That's not doing us too much good. And they probably think our Settler Wreckage is gone. Okay, so there's a Resto Angel. So now, do we want to try and land the Angel, or do we want to get rid of this Scavenging Ooze? So they can take our Mage, they can take our Wall, they can take our I know the Confidant's not in here, but alright. So they're going to go into combat first. 3. So there is a... Yeah, there's a wall of Omens in here, so we're taking this hit. Oh, and a click. I missed that one. So I think I really want to get this Restoration Angel down. So I am going to take the hit here. Alright, so our opponent really wants their last card in hand. So it's probably a removal spell. I'm going to sack their Nihil Spellbomb, Fatal Push my Resto Angel. Okay. So we will attack the Lily. We're going to hold this island because we're going to need it to discard to the Liliana Plus. And then we're going to try and settle this ooze once and for all. Right. Looks like we might be getting there. So we're just going to go ahead and do this right now. So opponent might have another threat they can play out in the second main phase. Looks like they do. Pulse. It's too bad. But at least we got that hit in with the Angel. That'll delay their Liliana a bit here. Wow, they played the Dark Confidant before plussing. I guess they wanted to play around Cryptic Command, but dang. Alright, so now all we have to do is race this Lily. Ooh, that's too bad. So we have to play it out there, because if we don't, we just have to discard it. And this will also slow their Lily down a little more. Sure. I sacrifice this one. Second Liliana. Okay. Really looking for a Colonnade here. We're just not finding any. Oh, shoot. I wanted to cast that. Oops. My bad. I mean, we have a decent... Okay, so there's the lands. Unfortunately, their Lily is at 6. So we're a little too slow on the draw here. So they're going to cash it in right now. Now remember, I know the last time I had to do this, I think I messed it up. So separate the player sacrifices all permanents in the pile of their choice. So I think we're just going to choose pile 1 here. We want to keep pile 1, and so we will choose pile 2. So really that Liliana wasn't too bad. That's kind of annoying, but that accidentally not gaining the life with that Blessed Alliance is really painful here in the face of double Treetop Village. So we're going to need some pretty... Oh, baby. Okay. Our opponent does have plenty of cards that can remove this Ruined Halo, so it might just be a little speed bump. Oh, there's Tyler's Tracker. Okay. Okay, okay. Opponent kind of gets to go off here. It's going to be not a good one. Yep. Not sure why our opponent would play out the Scavenging Ooze there. That seems a little silly. Okay, there's a Cryptic Command. Now, we have the option to reset this tracker if we wanted to return it to our opponent's hand, but I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're just going to, we need to dig, so. Okay. So we will tap all the creatures and draw a card. Right. Opponent is empty-handed once again, but they are making all kinds of clues. So it looks like Cryptic Command number 2 or Supreme Verdict is those are our numbers. Anything else is not going to work here. Resto. Okay, so Resto technically buys us another turn and draws us another card. Opponent is just going buffet style on our graveyard here. Taking even the lands out. Alright, I'm going to slow down a little bit here so I don't mess this up. Alright, attacks. So if they have removal, of course we get blown out. Yep, we'll go ahead and do that. Draw a card. It is a path to exile. Move to blocks here, so we can't get any favorable blocks that will actually have any impact on the board, but also good to know, again, for post-board games, we should probably save our Field of Ruins for these. Our opponent plays quite a few treetop villages. So now, unfortunately, okay. Alright, I mean, we'll keep doing what we're doing here. Ooze certainly gets to get bigger and bigger, and our opponent will eventually find an answer to this Runed Halo, at which point we're just totally out of the game. Right, so at this point it doesn't matter which creature we path here, I don't think. I mean, I guess hitting the tracker allows them to shuts down their card draw, so I guess we'll do that. Our graveyard is kind of a lost cause at this point. Fatal Push. Alright. Okay, so let's see. We're going to go down the negates. We're going to go down the cryptics as well. I just think we want to bring in the big beaters here. Rest in peace. I don't think that's worth it. I don't like Detention Sphere that much either. Just because of how much removal they play. So we're gonna get rid of the Detention Spheres and we're gonna bring in the Geists. I mean, Rune Halo's not great either, but I think I like it better than Detention Sphere. Let's see if this says. Yep, go ahead and play first. This looks like a good one. They all start out that way anyway against black-green. Yep. So now the jig is officially up. See what our opponent values here. The wall. Okay. So whenever I see that, I automatically kind of think that okay, Goyf. Alright, so I am not going to path the Goyf here. We have another land for right now. We have several draws before we get to there, so alrighty. I'm going to try and save this Clique here for if they jam the Lily. We can follow up with the Clique. The Thoughtseize. So we could be in trouble if they take our path here. This Goyf's getting pretty big. So I think I'll fire off the path. I mean, if they want to seize our Clique, I mean that's alright, I think. But I definitely don't want to just let a Thoughtseize resolve and have them take our only answer to their creature in play, and then have it just proceed to beat us to death while we watch. That doesn't sound like a fun way to go about doing things. Although our opponent's deck is set up to enact that game plan very well. Right, they take the Geist. Or sorry, they do take the Clique after all. Grab our second Fountain. We will not pay life. We'll go ahead and opt. Snapcaster. Snap opt, snap path. Kind of want to land. But we'll take our snap here. There we go. We get it anyway. So I don't want to play out the Geist into a Liliana minus, so we're not going to do that. Alright. Opponent's got the Tracker. Trackinator. I think we're going to path that thing immediately. We're giving our opponent a lot of lands, but it's kind of getting to the point where it might not matter all that much. So we'll path now. While we still have access to our graveyard. Opponent's deck's also pretty adept at cutting us off of that resource. And now, if our opponent does not have a Fatal Push, this Snapcaster will be able to... Yeah, they do have a lot of lands. Snapcaster will be able to get in for some damage, but it looks like they're going to take care of that right now. Okay. Alright, so there's a resto. Opponent does have a clue, so Inquisition. Okay. So they're going to get to do whatever they're going to do. So if they take the Geist, that's going to make me think that they don't have the Lily. Okay. So if we play out the resto now, they do have Revolt. But I don't think there's too much. Inquisition number 2. Oh, I thought that was their end step. Shoot. Why did I think they were on their end step? Well, that's really bad. That was very large and very unfortunate. Alright. So I guess our plan now is to draw 2 more lands and kill this Lily with the Colonnade. Yeah, I'm not sure how that... Well, I wasn't paying attention, so... Choke. That was really frustrating. So now I also tap my other island somehow? Okay. Alright. This one. I don't even know what we're going for at this point, but sure. So I guess if we somehow draw a Restoration Angel, we get to... What do we get to do? Play it and attack once, and then have it get sacrificed. Okay. So we'll see if our opponent just sacks their Lily. They do. Alright, so in response to that, guess we're going to have to do some of this business. See what our opponent's last card in hand is. If it's something like a Maelstrom, yep, we need to get that out of there. Alright, so our opponent gets to do their thing. So these lands don't work, so we're going to get rid of those. It's pile to sacrifice. This one. We're on the click land, and if they remove it, well then I guess we lose. Fulminator Mage. Okay. The race is on. Alrighty. A little Vendilion Clique that could here. Oof. Okay. So I guess we're going to attack with this click for as long as we can, and then hope to... Man, how many creatures are in there? 1, 2, 3, 4... 4-ish creatures. So if we can draw some running lands, we can play this Venser and bounce this guy. But we are definitely up against it. Our opponent, of course, gets to gain life here too, so that's the other fly in the ointment. Alright. So there's one creature. There is one creature in the graveyard that our opponent can eat. Then our fetch land becomes inaccessible. But I feel like if we're at the point where that is the case, then we're probably dead anyway. Ooh, there was a second creature in the graveyard, huh? Or no, that's the one I was counting. Never mind. Alright. See if there's any other hidden morsels in there that our opponent knows about that we don't. Nope. Maybe blocking with the click would have been better. Probably would have given us an additional out here. No, it does not. Well, we've drawn the game out this far, so... that misclick, or misplay, or whatever you want to call it, the fact that I didn't pay attention to that on that Angel play turn was really frustrating. And obviously it made all the difference. That Liliana never would have ultimated, and our opponent never would have, yeah, whatever. Well, you saw what you saw, and that's what happens when you make mistakes, so don't make mistakes. This is what I mean about that 50-50, even though that's supposed to be a favored, a relatively favored match, and yep, all it takes is one mistake, and then yeah, suddenly you're out of it. So don't make mistakes.